start this video out by saying that there are a lot of people who do not know how to introduce dogs to each other, and that is completely okay. That just means that you don't have experience doing it. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person or a bad pet owner. But I do hope that you will inform yourself, and I hope that this video will help you to do that. If you commit to bring a dog into your home to foster or adopt, this dog is already getting attached to you. And so if you bring them home, they spend a night or a couple of nights, however long, and then you bring them straight back to where you got them, that's not a good experience for the dog, and it creates trauma and trust issues, and you don't want to add that to this dog's life. Dogs don't live as long as we do, so please inform yourself so that this doesn't happen. If you bring a new dog into your home and you already have a dog and they don't immediately get along, this is so natural. Think about your kids. Do you want your kids to openly accept every stranger that walks into their life or walks into your house? I hope that the answer is no. So the same thing goes for your dogs. They don't just automatically love each other every time. It's natural for them to be cautious, and it's natural for them to scuffle sometimes to work it out because they're pack animals, and they need to work out who's going to be the alpha, or they just need to get to know each other. So if they fight with each other the first time you introduce them, or growl, or whatever they do, please don't write it off and think that the relationship isn't going to work, because that's usually not true. I just picked up a foster dog named Wolfie. I'm going to introduce her to only one of my dogs at first, and I'm leaving her in the truck until I get the other dogs situated, and I'm going to introduce them to each other while I'm outside of my house so that I can keep the other dogs kind of contained inside before I introduce them. I want to introduce her to one dog at a time so it's not too overwhelming, and so I can control them better too. So here we go. So I actually have 4 dogs. The other 3 dogs I have in a kennel right now so that only Foxtrot is out in the house. I'm gonna go outside, get Wolfie out of the truck. I've got Wolfie on a leash right now, and I've got it wrapped around my hand so that I can keep a better hold on her. And I'm gonna slowly let Foxtrot out of the house so that they can meet. First, I'm gonna kind of open the door just a little bit so that they can smell each other. But they're still not quite fond. They're not really fond of each other yet. So you just gotta kind of let them do their thing. I've got a tight hold on Wolfie. You be sweet. Be sweet. Be sweet. Be sweet. Good girl. Okay. That's kind of what they have to do. And after that, they started slowly playing with each other. It's kind of rough at first. You might think that they're fighting even, but I've still got her on the leash for all of this, okay? Keep them under control. If they do get to be where they are being aggressive to each other, then you need to reprimand them. Don't let them do that. Don't let them actually hurt each other. They'll get to a point where they understand who stands where. And like these two still kind of fuss a little bit, but you just kind of, you gotta let them work past it, and eventually they're okay. And just lots of praise. When they're getting along, lots of praise. I'm only introducing her to one dog at a time, and so after I felt like she was good with Foxtrot, I move on to the next and start the process over again, but always isolating all the dogs away from the 2 that are meeting. And then eventually when you feel like they're all good, then you can kind of try to introduce the other dogs into the group once everybody's kind of comfortable, if that makes sense. So I hope that that helps, and yeah, thank you for watching.